Mike the Vegas Guy here. Thank you for joining me once again as I attempt to rate and review every show playing in Las Vegas, and today I am taking you to one of the newest shows in town, DiscoShow at the Linq Hotel. This is the latest show from the people at Spiegelworld, the people who brought you Absinthe and the Atomic Saloon show. This is unlike anything they have done before. It is more of an experience than a show. There are no seats, you are attending a disco club, and you are expected to dance and be on your feet the entire time. It is truly an immersive experience. They want you to feel as if you are actually in New York City, going to a club in the 1970s. When you walk in these doors, you are actually set in a New York City subway station. This little lounge that you're seeing right now is open to the public. It is free to go in. That newsstand is a bar that anyone can go and order drinks at. You can also buy your tickets to the disco show here in this space. There is a staircase that takes you upstairs to another bar. All of this is open to the public, like many of the Spiegelworld shows are doing this now. Like at Absinthe, you can go to their garden for free and buy drinks. If you are seeing the show, you are given a wristband, and you need a wristband to get into the actual performance space that opens up a little later. A quick note about accessibility: this is on the second floor. They have special accommodations. If you do need assistance, you have to take an elevator from within the casino to get here. If you are unable to climb stairs, you will need to speak to the staff, and they will have to get you some special accommodations. I will say that the staff here is great and very attentive, and they're happy to answer any of your questions. This is a very unique show, a very unique experience, so it is their job to help guide you through this space. I do recommend getting there early because the show begins outside of the theater space in this bar, as you can see here. They introduce you to some of the characters at this time, and you kind of start to get the vibe of the show. Apart from this little pre-show speech that is made before you get to enter the space, there is not much dialogue in this show. It is a show more so than just a nightclub experience, but the show truly just happens all around you. It is more like a ballet in a way. There is a story, there are some characters who interact with the audience, there is a dance instructor who comes out and guides everyone into some dance moves, but for the most part you are free to just take a step back and take this show in on your own. I know that some people might be leery about kind of interactive experience type shows, but this show really doesn't invade your personal space too much. I say that given the fact that you will be in a crowded room full of people the whole time. But if you are familiar with other Spiegelworld shows, you know that they often are very interactive with the audience, very in your face, very vulgar at times. I am really thrilled to report to you that this is the most accessible, friendly Spiegelworld show that they have made to date. They do have an 18+ age restriction, but the content of this show is, dare I say, family friendly. It's certainly primetime television worthy. There is the occasional sexual innuendo and some minor references to drug use, but otherwise, if you are already familiar with the Spiegelworld brand, this show is the polar opposite of what you might expect. This show is warm and inviting and fun. The creators of this show have gone far out of their way to make sure that everything about this show is approachable and accessible for all audiences. The only downside I do have to warn you about, you are going to see here, it is a packed room full of people. There are pieces of scenery that will be moved around during the show. You will be asked to move here and there depending on where you're standing. The cast and crew go out of their way to try and be seamless and unnoticed as they do these scene changes. But like I said, this show happens completely all around you. It truly is immersive, so it is hard to avoid that. Of course, if you think that might be an issue for you, if you have mobility issues, let a staff member know. They're going to tell you where to stand and make sure that you are out of the way the whole time. There have been other attempts in Vegas for shows like this that are immersive and happen all around you, but it really feels like the creators of this show learned from the mistakes of some of those other shows, and I think they might have cracked the code. Let's talk about the tickets. I'm not going to show you a seating chart because this show has no seats. When you go to their website and look at their ticketing calendar, every date has the same price, $99. That is, of course, the base rate before taxes and fees are included. When you actually do put the tickets in your cart, they're going to come to $117.62. That is the full price when you buy directly from Spiegelworld. Now, I have seen once in a while on their calendar, if there's non-peak nights, they have gone as low as $69. You know from my other reviews that they employ dynamic pricing on their website. If you see that $69 rate, the taxes and fees come out to about $87. There are some discounts out there in the world. I looked at Vegas.com and found an advertised rate of $49, which comes out to $71.20. Of course, discount prices are always subject to change, so do your homework like I teach you in my tutorial, but I am going to show you my discount stoplight. Basically, if you can get in for under $100 after the taxes and fees, you're getting a good deal on this show. I did find it as low as $71 on Vegas.com, but if you can get in for that $87, $69 rate that they show on their website, that's the best way to go. As for my review, honestly, if you can get over the fact that there are no seats, that this is an experience and you are expected to stand the entire show, I could not come up with any reason for you to not see this show. It is a one-of-a-kind experience. It is so much fun. It is not offensive, unlike the other Spiegelworld shows. As long as this show is in your budget, I am giving this my 5-star must-see rating. Plus, if perhaps you can't afford a ticket to the show, for the cost of one drink, you can hang out at the bar and the lounge and see the pre-show. This entire venue is an experience in and of itself, and they have outdone themselves this time. So long as they keep the ticket prices kind of where they are now in this range, if you can get in at that good price, this experience is definitely worth the $100 ticket rate. Now, if you are going to shop around for tickets, be sure to use the affiliate link I have in the description of this video. If you do choose to purchase through Vegas.com, it'll help out my channel. Thanks for hitting that like button, and I would love it if you click the subscribe button as well to watch my future reviews on this channel. Tell me in the comments if you've been to the Disco Show, and let me know which shows you'd like me to review next on this channel. Thanks for watching. I'm Mike the Vegas Guy.